Hello, everyone. Back we are with our live chats with Meet the Filmmakers in the Socially Relevant Film Festival's 7th annual edition, SRFF 2020, online this year. So there we are. We are going to chat with the filmmakers of the two Armenian shorts, Old and New Kond, and the Seashell song. And both directors are with us in the studio. And we have the two producers from the feature film LORIK from Armenia. And that film is very interesting. It's one of our narrative feature films this year. It is a jury favorite. So all you have to do is tune in at 4 o'clock to our closing awards ceremony to find out if that film is a winner or which films are going to be winners this year. Unfortunately, we were expecting the star of that film, Mikayel Poghosyan, to be with us, but unfortunately, he had a death in the family, and unfortunately, he is not going to be able to join us. Mikayel, we extend to you our deepest condolences. It's terrible in these days. Life is too fragile, too short, and our hearts go out to you. Thank you for this wonderful film, and I hope you are following us from somewhere. If you're not totally available, we completely understand. And for everybody else, I will also want to say that this chat is right now live, of course, and you can follow it and put questions in the comments section. I'm going to see the comments and I'm going to project them on the screen so that our two filmmakers as well as our two producers can respond to your questions. If you don't have questions while we are live and then suddenly you remember questions after the video is on our YouTube channel, feel free to put your questions in the comment section and they will come back and respond. As soon as the chat is over, the video will disappear because it takes time for YouTube to process it so that it can put it back on our channel. So without further ado, let me bring on our guests, who they are already here. So let me introduce you one by one. We have Emma Karapetyan. Here she is, and she is the director of Old and New Kond. And we have Anna Bayatyan with us. She's the director of the Seashell song, and she's laughing. We can only see her picture, unfortunately. And so we also have the two producers. Let me introduce them quickly. We have producer Bagrat Mehrabyan for LORIK, and we have producer Martin Minasyan. Wave at us. So obviously, if it's not one, it's the other. And also for all of you who had a problem with an unsubtitled link earlier today or yesterday, that problem has been solved. We already have our English subtitled link, thanks to our producers who moved very quickly and provided us one. And as of 9 a.m. this morning, we have already sent it to everyone. If you had purchased tickets on Event Combo, please check your trash and your spam folders because the emails have gone and yet people are saying, where is my link? You have to scroll down and see that the link is there. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We have, who is joining from where? I know that Anna and Emma are in Yerevan. Bagrat is in the United States, right? Am I right? And Martin is in?
Cyprus.
Wow. So already we have, and I am also in New York. So I'm going to go around and have everybody say something about how they got involved with the film they are involved in. And maybe we'll start with Martin. You are one of the producers of LORIK. Tell us how this story came about, how this film happened, and what was your involvement.
Oh, you gave me the difficult part. So, speaking, first speaker is usually the guy who has to be beaten after. So, and this is my, let's say, first trial in cinematography, and it came in very unusual way. Mikayel is a friend of mine, and we were talking many times about producing a film in Armenia, which can be understandable worldwide to any person. About 2 years, we were working on the script. Then about a year, the shooting and preparing period and post-production. But I want to talk more about the roots, as you asked, about the idea. The idea is, of course, Mikayel's life experience in acting as an actor, in producing, in making films, and he had in his dream to make a film about the actor, about the internal life of the actor. What is this? What kind of thoughts the actor has? And so we came to the conclusion that it should be the film expressing, coming to the heart of any person. I don't know how we reached the point, but this was the idea. We tried to involve not only Armenia, but Armenian resources from all over the world.
Yeah.
If you see what kind of different locations were used and how many people were involved, it's a kind of synergy, and we are very happy that film is understandable in many different countries, and now we are in New York.
That is very interesting, because when I first watched it, to be honest, I mean, let me first say that I'm not the only one that makes the selections or the jury or gives us the awards. There is a selection group that originally selects the films, or deselects, I should say. They go through first and decide what doesn't fit into our guidelines, or isn't good, or there are problems, or this or that. And then those films are first eliminated. Then there is another selection that happens, and a third one, and finally it crystallizes to the official selection. And then the international jury views these films, and that is when the awards are decided. So when I first watched it, I was like, of course, I know Mikayel from a very long time ago, personally, and it was wonderful seeing him in this role. But besides that, I was like, wow, this is a very unusual film. It's not your run-of-the-mill, the actor's life and the actor's thoughts, because he's becoming all these different characters. Well, I'm not going to say too much about that because we don't want to give it away. People are still watching it. So it was very powerful. And like you say, at the beginning, I was a little confused. Wait a minute, where is this going? But once you get into it, you completely understand what is happening. And it's really very unusual. That's all I can say. So maybe we should have one of the young ladies jump in, because before I go to Bagrat and ask him how he got involved. And here we have Emma Karapetyan, who is the director, first-time director, I should say, of a documentary short that is called Old and New Kond. So Emma, maybe you can tell us how this idea came to you and why you chose to talk about Kond and so on. And what is Kond?
Yes. Hi everyone, and it's honor for me to participate in this festival. And about film, when I studied in TV and Radio Academy, so my not good English, bad English, but I'm trying my best. When I studied there, and at we must shoot, as you know, diploma work. And that time I decided shoot film about Kond. Everybody likes that, but when I finished my education, then I understood that it's something interesting, but something not good. And that time I decided to continue my research, and I create team, and we together 2 years made some research, and we shoot Old and New Kond. It is the part of Yerevan in which people live in very interesting life. They are very kind, honor people, and they live as a one family, and it's very interesting because in the heart of Yerevan you can't find a place like that. And they never locked their doors, as in Yerevan everybody locked sometimes. And there is much interesting feelings film about that. If say. And I participate in festivals in Germany, in London, and in Ukraine, in Bulgaria, and much people like that. I hope it will be interesting for Americans or other people too. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. It's really interesting because I happen to know, of course, Kond. I've been there. It's in the heart of the city of Yerevan, and it's such an old community. It's really, the houses are built one on top of the other. If you have seen the clip, the short film that Emma prepared for us, you will understand what we are talking about, or maybe some of you have already been there and have had a chance to talk to these people. It's a very traditional family lifestyle. All these neighbors and people live together. And I must say that with all these gentrifications and the new constructions that are going on, it's dangerous because it can be seriously threatened. Yeah. So, Bagrat, how did you get involved with LORIK?
I'm sorry, I will speak to Armenian. Հենց կարճ կասեմ, որ հեշտ լի թարգմանել է։ Առաջերտին ուզում եմ շատ շնորհակալություն հայտնել բոլորից, հատկապես Նորայից այս հնարավորության համար մեր ֆիլմը ներկայացնելու, որի օրդ անգամ փառատոններին։ Շատ մեծ շնորհակալություն Մարտինին, որ ինքը շատ մեծ դեր ունես ֆիլմի կայացման մեջ եւ այս փառատոնային կյանքում եւ ընդհանրապես։
Let me translate. We want to thank you, thank you very much for offering this opportunity to have the film at the Socially Relevant Film Festival. And also he is thanking Martin for involving him with this film.
Ու ես մի բան մենակ կավելացնեմ, Մարտինը դա նշեց, որ ընկերական հանգամանքը շատ մեծ դեր կատարեց այս ֆիլմի մեջ ու իմ մասնակցությունը ես չէի ասի ավելի շատ ոնց որ պրոդյուսերական է, ինչքան ընկերական, ու ասենք ես իմ մասնակցությամբ ու ասենք այդ ընկերական մթնոլորտը մեր ֆիլմի նկարահանման ժամանակ շատ կարևոր էր։
And also, just as Martin said, I want to stress upon the fact that this it was much more important the personal and friendly relationship that we had with each other than the professional producer, not producer type of relationship, because that had a very, very important role to play in how we were finally able to bring this piece to fruition.
That's all.
That's all? Okay, we'll come back to you. Well, let's hear from Anna. Unfortunately, we don't have Anna in the flesh or live, but we have her beautiful picture and we can hear her voice. So, Anna Jan, garas mes patsadres vonts ais karapare zmvets komech, yes katarkmanem sirov, the Seashell song.
Լավ, բարև ձեզ բոլորին, շնորհակալ եմ Բագրատին, որ այսպես գեղեցիկ անցում արեց դեպի հայերենին, որովհետև չգիտեի ինչպես եմ հայերեն խոսելու, նախ ուզում եմ ինչև ֆիլմի գաղափարին անցնելի երկու բառ ասեմ, շատ շնորհակալ եմ փառատոնին, շատ շնորհակալ եմ Նորա ջան ձեզ, որովհետև երկրորդ անգամ արդեն հնարավորություն ունեմ իմ փոքրիկ պոետիկ ֆիլմով ներկայանալու փառատոնին, շնորհակալ եմ ձեր ամբողջ սրտին, ձեր սիրուն, մի խոսքով Երևանը բարևում է ձեզ, թեկուզ դիմակներով, բայց բարևում է.
Anna is saying that she is thanking me again. I'm embarrassed now to translate all this, that she has been already invited to our film festival before with another narrative short that she had made a few years ago. And this is the second time she's participating in the festival. And she's talking from Yerevan, and she's saying Yerevan says hello and is sending you their kisses. Hello, Yerevan. I miss everybody, and it's so sad because I was supposed to be in Yerevan right now. Actually, the festival taken place in March. I was at college, in fact, a little secret there. I was finishing up my second master's degree, this time in theater and film. And as soon as that would have been over, I was supposed to be in Yerevan in June, like the beginning of June. We are at the end of June now, and I am not in Yerevan, and I have no idea when I'm going to get there under the circumstances. So I miss everybody very, very much.
Me too, very much.
Իսկ ֆիլմի ուղղությամբ
երկու բառով էլ այո գաղափարը երկու բառով կասեմ կարճ ուրեմն գաղափարը ծնվեց Բուկովսկու բանաստեղծության հիման վրա թրջուն է ապրում իմ սրտում եւ այդ պոեզիան ինձ այնքան գրավեց որ հասկացա որ հնարավոր է սա փոքրիկ ֆիլմ դառնա եւ ես իրեն դարձրեցի պոետիկ այսպես գեղեցիկ ֆիլմ եւ դրեցի այսպիսի իմաստ որ ամեն մարդու մեջ ապրում կա մի հատ թրջուն որը ձգտում է ազատության ձգտում է իր երազանքների իրականացմանը մի կապույտ թրջուն որը եւ այսպես ինչպես իմ հերոսը այսպես ծովում ապրող մի այսպես ծովախեցի կարծես փոքրիկ ապրում է ծովում եւ ուզում է ինքը նույնպես ուզում է ազատագրվի եւ իրեն մանկության երազանքները իր երազանքները չեն թողնում ազատ հա այսպես մինչեւ որ ինքը քայլ չի անում եւ չի մտնում դեպի երջանկությունը սա է հիմնական գաղափարը կարծում եմ բոլորը ունենք դեռ այդ երազանքները
John, everybody who's speaking in Armenian, take it easy. I don't have a
sorry.
Mind, and I cannot remember 3 pages of speech. So, Mikhoskov, let me translate first, and then you can say more. Ureman, Anna is saying that the idea of this film came to her from a poem by Bukowski that she read about a bird in the heart. And the bird in the heart insinuates the aspiration towards freedom, towards realization of one's dreams. And she understood that it's possible to dream and let free that bird inside one's heart. And she chose the atmosphere of the film on the lake shores of Lake Sevan, which it's amazingly, I must say, she has been able to capture it in a way that we are fooled of thinking this is a big sea. It's not a lake, it's not Sevan, and it's like a seashell. This lonely person is having dreams and imagining that the bird in their heart is aspiring towards that freedom. All right. Կարող ես շարունակել։
Եվ ես կարծում եմ, որ բոլորս ձգտում ենք եւ ես ուզում եմ, որ բոլորս ի վերջո մի օր հասնենք բնության հետ հարմոնիայի։ Այսքան բան կարճ ավել չունեմ ասելիք։
And also, through this film, what I want to say is that hopefully this film will be as insinuation that one day all of us will arrive to that freedom, and through our communication with nature. Because in the film, we see the sea, we see the waves, we see the seashell, and the old man who's sitting by the sea and reminiscing or thinking. And it's all about finding that calm and quiet moment inside you, which is beautifully captured, I must say. So let's come back to Martin. So let me see first if there are any people who are putting comments for us. I must tell them something. Hello, you can ask questions here in the comments section. Հայերենով էլ կարող են. Հայերենով էլ կարող եք հարց I'm writing, you can ask questions here in the comments section, whoever is watching, and also adding that they can also add questions in Armenian, and we will be happy to answer them. So let me go back to Martin. So you now live in Cyprus, or is this a temporary move for you?
No, this is about 20 years I live in Cyprus.
Oh, you already.
I was born in Armenia, studied there, and then third of my life I used less than third in Armenia, more than third in Russia, and more than even more in Cyprus. So it's now you can judge how old I am.
Well, we're all getting there, so in the same age group, except Anna and Emma. So yeah, it's interesting how every Armenian has the story of a few countries in them. And this is the story of 21st century. It's not only Armenians. A lot of people are traveling nowadays. A lot of refugees and immigration movements. A lot of it is happening as we speak. But hopefully it's going to mean that maybe you come back at some point. I'm sure you go back and forth to Armenia.
It's not. I can tell you that I used to live in Armenia. All of my life, my day starts from the news from Armenia and finishes with this all of my life. And actually last, let's say, 5 years, during the producing of the film, even before, I was very deeply related to Armenia. And but the film got me even more. And now I feel like a part of the society. And when somebody is talking about something, it seems to me that I am near, and I feel the pain of the people. I feel the proud of people. So Armenia is my life. It's my nature. So and that's why. And you know what about again? Let's go to the film. Because I don't want to introduce me. I want to introduce the film. Our idea was to do something in Armenia, but not to go deeply in the Armenian society, the problems of Armenia, but through expressing what's going on in this country to reach to the heart of others. And Mikayel, who is really the man of the world, and you know, the most of our awards is the main actor award. Whoever have seen this film, they called me many times and say, our respect to the main actor.
Yeah.
But he's not he's not just an actor. He's a person who really was living with this film, living with idea about many years, and even when we were sometimes in the night time, we were talking, we were interrupting our job, our things, and talking. We have to do this, like we have to let's say develop the script.
Yeah.
And nowadays, Armenia is expecting very difficult times, and I'm very proud that my friend, he put his message to the people, and very strictly he criticized the people who are not doing the rules, who are against these strict measures, and his voice is very powerful, and many people reacted.
Yeah.
And in the film also, we did in the film, when we made the script, it was before the revolution, let's say, before 2018. And our idea was to pass some message to the people that, look what's going on in the society. But there are many people who are not agree with this, and they are fighting. And our main hero, LORIK, who was indifferent person, who was egoist, who was out of anything, he turned out to become very active person, and he changed something. He changed the world around. And nowadays, I'm very proud that Mikayel did this officially, and passed his message to the people that, look, everyone can change the world.
Yeah, I think that's a very important point that you just made, because besides the power, aesthetic power, the artistic power that this film has, that is one of the main reasons why we were able to include it in the Socially Relevant Film Festival, because the Socially Relevant Film Festival, first and foremost, focuses, not first and foremost, exclusively focuses on films that have an important social issue or a social message. And this film, it had that powerful part of it, was that we see the prototype characters that you find in Armenian society: the politician, the mafioso, the doctor, the person who accepts a bribe to do something, the person who has given up on their lives, the drunk person. You have all these prototypes, and well, I don't want to give away too much from the plot by saying that the actor that Mikayel plays in the film, that Michael plays in this film, kind of impersonates, becomes all these people. And there's a very important message there as well, because in order for us to understand the other, even that if that other is a criminal or a terrible person or this or that, we can understand them better. And there is a better chance for us to have them turn around their lives and become better people if we look at it from their own point of view, if we become them in a way and start looking at what is it that is bothering them or torturing them or ticking them or whatever. And this film had that very, very strong message. And of course, I am familiar with Mikayel Poghosyan's activism and his involvement, especially nowadays, which is very, very important, you know, on the countries who have obeyed and respected the rules, and guidelines of wearing a mask and keeping your distance and not going against the directives, have been able to flatten the curve. Look at New York. We were one of the strongest affected, most affected areas or states in the country. And now everything is back to almost back to normal. The curve has been flattened, whereas other places who took this lightly and did not respect the others or respect the guidelines, now there is a surge that's happening. So maybe այս արիտով պետք է նաև մեր հայրենագիցներուն անգամ եւս մենք էլ բնթենք եւ առաջատրենք եւ աղաչենք եւ ձնգաչոք բահադինք, որ խնդրում ենք աղբերներ եւ քույրեր, հակվեք ձեր թիմագները, պաշտպանեցեք ձեզ եւ ուրիշներին, որբեսի այս առողջության հետ գաբ ունեցող ժահրը շատ շուտ անհայտանա մեր իրողութենեն։
Ես հայերեն մի երկու բառ ավելացնեմ, հա, մեր հայրենակիցների համար ավելի լավ։
Շատ բարի, ասեք եւ հետո
նույն միտքը կուզեմ շարունակեմ, Նորա ջան, որպեսզի ավելի հասանելի լինի։ Նայեք, մեր ֆիլմը անտարբերության դեմ է։ Դա մի մեսեջ է անտարբերության դեմ։ Լորիկը անտարբեր մարդ էր, հետո իր ակտիվությունը բերեց նրան, որ ինքը դառավ ակտիվ մարդ եւ փոխեց։ Հիմա մեր երկրում այդ անտարբերությունն է, համամարտկային անտարբերությունն է, որ իմ գործը չի, թե ինչ կլինի ուրիշի հետ, որ մեկը, որ ինքը пассив ձևով կարող է վարակը տարածել, առանց հասկանալու այդ անտարբերությունն է, որ բերեց այս դժվարին վիճակի, որ Հայաստանում է հիմա տիրում, եւ ձեր փառատոնը նման սոցիալական ուղղվածությամբ ինձ թվում է թե դուք մյուս տարիներ շատ ֆիլմեր եք ունենալու այս թեմայի շուրջը։
Let me translate what you just said. Martin wanted to reiterate what I have said. I sent out a message in Armenian to the people of Yerevan, to the people of Armenia, to respect the government's guidelines about health issues, just as Mikayel is doing. Bravo. I should go get my masks too. Yes, absolutely. We have to respect the guidelines. We have to wear our face coverings and our masks in public, because this film, as Martin was saying, is against indifference. Indifference of the people, indifference in society, indifference by saying, it's none of my business, I'm okay, let the other one worry about it. You cannot say that. COVID-19 has shown to us that this is a global issue, that we are all in this together. And if everyone doesn't do their part, if everyone doesn't take that extra precaution by wearing the mask, keeping their distance, everybody is going to suffer. Let me take a couple of questions here. Well, we have somebody who's saying something in Armenian, Sireli Nora, Hazar Bravo. And dear Nora, 1,000 bravos in English. And somebody else, the same person is also putting something in English. Actually, it's in Armenian, but English letters. Շնորհավորում եմ բոլորիդ. I congratulate you all. And then there is a question by Lilith Oganisyan. Շնորհավորում եմ սիրելիներս. I congratulate you, my dears, or dear ones. Nora Jan, bravi, այս գեղեցիկ ու շատ կարևոր նախաձեռնության համար. Dear Nora, bravo, congratulations for this very beautiful and important and very important undertaking. thank you all. I mean, your appreciation is much, much, much appreciated, because I believe in the power of cinema, in the power of the moving image. And I have said this before to our other panels, and let me repeat it again. I would like to take this opportunity and specifically thank our filmmakers, not only the filmmakers who are here with us in this session, but all the filmmakers who are part of the film festival this year, and those who have been part of our 6 previous editions, because they have made a very strong choice. They have decided to not become affected by the commercial dictates of the world out there, of Hollywood, of explosions and violence and special effects and things that maybe surprise and astonish us, but don't have an important social message or impact. I'm not saying message, let's all be preachy, but an impact and enlightenment in a social way is very, very important. And all the filmmakers that are part of our selection are extremely brave for taking, like you were saying, Martin, a little while ago, that it took a year to film this film. It took a couple of years to develop it. There you go. That's 3 years out of your life. Plus all this time that we are talking and promoting the film and showing it at film festivals. I mean, my hat off to all these filmmakers who dedicate their time to tell socially relevant stories. And without filmmakers, we don't have a festival. So you can thank me from here till the moon, but if we don't have the filmmakers with us, it's not a film festival. So let's go back a little bit to Emma, and then we'll come back to you, Anna, so don't run away. So Emma is also a journalist, and she has been politically active as well. So it's not only that she's making a comment by an old neighborhood of Yerevan, but she also is talking about the way our politics, our society is developing. Maybe you want to say something about that. If you feel you're more comfortable in Armenian, please, you can say it in Armenian.
Yes, ավելի լավ է փորձում ես անգամ հայերենով որոշ բաներ ավելացնել։ Նախ փառատոնի մասին ասեմ, որ շատ կարևոր փառատոն է, իր առանձնահատկությունը կայանում է նրանում, որ համամարտկային արժեք ներկայացնող խնդիրներին եք անդրադառնում, այսինքն հիշում եմ մեր կայքում տեղադրված ձեր հարցազրույցներից մեկում դուք նշեցիք ֆիլմի գաղափարը, որ ոչ բռնությանը, ու սա եզակի մի փառատոն է, որը հնարավորություն է տալիս մերժել բռնությունը։ Լավ հիշում եմ, դուք ձեր խոսքում նշել եք, որ Եվրոպայում, Ամերիկայում, տարբեր երկրներում կարելի է տեսնել պաստառների, գովազդների վրա զենքերով ինչ-որ բռնություն ցուցադրվող պատկերներ, եւ այս փառատոնը այսպես լավ մեսիջ է բոլոր մարդկանց, որպեսզի ցույց տալ, որ Ամերիկայի պես մեծ երկրում դուք ստեղծեցիք ու մի բան էլ համամարտկային արժեքներ ներկայացնող խնդիրներ եք բարձրաձայնում։ Շնորհակալություն։
Special thanks, and now I'm really getting embarrassed, so maybe we should not thank me anymore from now on, just talk about your films. Emma is reminding me that I had done an interview in a website that she's involved with in Armenia, where I had explained where this idea of this festival came to me. And maybe this is a good opportunity to say it out loud, so whoever hasn't heard it or is watching now can have the idea. I was getting tired of seeing movie posters all around, like on bus stops, on billboards, on everywhere, that dealt with a lot of violence. You would find guns and Kalashnikovs and machine guns and knives dripping with blood, and then all these violent scenes, people running away and chases and stuff. And I'm saying, like, wait a minute, this is an assault. You are assaulting me. I'm walking down the street, minding my own business, and then you're showing me these guns and these violent scenes. If I don't like these movies, I don't go to the cinema or I don't watch them on television. But if they are in the posters staring at me every day, from billboards, from buses, from taxis, from everywhere, that is something. I'm not going to walk like this in the street. So it bothered me. Plus, a personal story. My cousin and my uncle were stabbed to death, and they were the victims of a terrible hate crime 16 years ago. So as the 10th anniversary of their death approached in 2013, I wanted to do something meaningful to commemorate them. And initially, I wanted to do a festival that deals with films that don't show graphic violence or gratuitous violence, I should say. But eventually, I realized that maybe that is a little too limiting, and instead we should do something that opens it up and involves all sorts of social issues. So Emma was also saying how important it is to have a festival like this, but I'm not going to go too much into that. So let me show some of the questions that we have here. We have another question. It's a congratulatory note to Anna. It says, Anna Bayatyan, I love and I am in awe of all of your poetic films. So, message. Anna is saying thank you. So, all right. So let me also tell you on this opportunity, since we have a few more minutes, that I'll be right back. Now you get to see my stomach for a glimpse. We have a partner, an industry partner, one of our industry partners, I should say, who has offered us DVDs that will be drawn. If you have entered, you can enter to win from our website, and a winner will be declared for each of these sessions. So one DVD winner is going to be declared. They have also kindly offered DVDs to the moderators, but as in this case, I am your moderator, I don't get a DVD. I get the pleasure of associating with all these wonderful films and talking to all these talented filmmakers. So let's open it again to Martin and to Bagrat, if you want to add something. Martin?
First of all, thank you very much, Nora. Again, I cannot stop me for expressing this, because actually the social problems is one of the main tasks of our film, and we are very grateful that you picked us and you tried in some ways to make the film available to the audience, and we will be happy if more people will have a chance to watch the film.
Yeah.
But you know, this time we were preparing our, let's say, distribution, but now all theaters are closed. The whole world is in this situation, and we are going now to place it in the digital distribution, and we think that the more people will watch the film, the more we can do for making small our part in changing this world to the best.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thank you. I think that's very important because, like you said, today all of our lives have been affected by what's going on. Maybe Bagrat can also add on that. And we are at the mercy of this disease, at the mercy of this COVID-19 that suddenly has changed our lives. There are no cinemas, no theater, no. What do I do as an actor? You know, it's like, this is serious. And that's the reason why we have in our next year's edition for 2021, for which we are already receiving submissions at this point, we have created a Zoom version so that people can make films on the Zoom platform, because we are all alone in our apartments, but it's possible. I turn like this, as though I'm talking to Bagrat there, and then so on. There's a way. So we have to struggle and use whatever resources are given to us and continue it that way. I'm getting a little interference again, but I don't know what it is from. Bagrat, do you want to add something on what Martin said in the power of, in the transformative power of the film LORIK about society?
Yeah. Okay. Կուզենայի ավելացնել, որ շատ կարևոր բան ասեց Մարտինը, որ մեր փոքր ներդրումը այս ամբողջ իրողություններին, որ կատարում աշխարհում, ու այդ մեր ֆիլմի միջոցով, ասենք մեր անձնական օրինակի միջոցով, ու դա այսօր օրով շատ կարևորվում է այս փորձանքի, որ մենք դեմ ենք եղել։
It's very important that I want to stress enough, like Martin said, that this situation, it brings our own little contribution to the way society can be changed and moved towards the better, especially under the circumstances that we are dealing with right now. So I think I'm going to be wrapping, because we have kind of made the rounds, unless Anna wants to add something. Anna Can, ուզում եք մի բան ավելացնել?
Ես միայն կավելացնեմ մի բան, որ շատ այսպես լսում եմ ու շատ ուրախ եմ, որ այն մեսեջը, որ ունեմ իմ ֆիլմում, նաև տեսնում եմ հիմա, որ մենք բոլորս հավատում ենք այն ինչ որ անհնարին է, մի օր կարող է
It's very interesting because
Եվ մեծ սեր եմ ցանկանում իմ խմբին, նկարնող խմբին եւ ձեր ամբողջ անձնակազմին, Նորա ջան, այսպես աշխատելու համար։ Շնորհակալ եմ։
Well, Anna is saying that I'm very happy to see that the message of my film, which is the collaboration with nature, with going back to the roots and going back into your heart and finding out, you know, how to, it's possible. Now we are getting there. We are becoming that reality. So we shouldn't give up, and we should continue to work in that direction. And she wants to also thank all the people who worked on her film, the cast and crew, and also to thank again the festival. And Emma, uzumek mi pana velatsnel?
Yes, I want to add again that you are doing very important job. Thanks for this amazing festival. Thanks for your love for our country. And I hope people will like film which about the area, and there is also a piece of love. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Shat Shnoragalem. Thank you everyone for being with us, from Yerevan, from New York, and from Cyprus. Շնորհակալ ենք նայողներու թուդողների համար, մի հատ կոմենտ կա, տեսնենք ով է եւ ինչ է ասում. Okay, again, it's a congratulatory note. I'm not going to put it up, or maybe I should. I don't want to offend anyone. St. Leon Events, congratulations to Nora and all the participants. I must say that St. Leon Armenian Church has been one of our partners and sponsors of the festival. And we applaud that because they have been there for us every year, especially supporting the Armenian films that we have. And also, it's very meaningful for us. We have other Armenian sponsors. We have AGBU Performing Arts, and we have Nasser, and we have this year the Mehrabyan Theater Group that became one of our recent sponsors from the Armenian side. I'm not going to name all our sponsors. I just want to thank everyone, not only the filmmakers, but our sponsors and industry partners, because without all these people, it's not possible to put together a festival. Yes, I work very hard. Yes, my team, volunteers, we are all volunteers. Nobody gets paid. And in my case, not only I don't get paid, I also fund to a certain extent, but I do it with a lot of pleasure, with a lot of conviction. And every year, new partners come up. If there are people out there watching who want to come with us and on this socially relevant journey, please don't hesitate. And if you want to see the rest of our wonderful sponsors, please go on our website, and under the drop-down menu from SRFF Online 2020, you will see the 2020 sponsors list. Thank you, St. Leon Events, for being with us. And thank you, everyone, again. And I'm going to play the festival website one more time in case people want to purchase tickets. It's not too late, and you have until Tuesday, 5 p.m. Our producers have generously allowed an additional 24 hours so that people who only received the subtitled link this morning can still watch it at their own leisure. And join us, everyone, at 4 o'clock. It's not going to be on this platform. It's on Zoom webinar. And the link is already on our website. When you go to the website, under the drop-down menu, you will find the link. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Very nice
Thank you.
having you with us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you are watching, do more of these films. Thank you.